Women these days make no sense. They say they want one thing, but they behave completely different. The following video is taken from Just Pearly Things, which is a YouTube channel I recommend everybody follow. These women out here, especially in Toronto where I live, and generally in the Western world, and I'm a well-traveled individual, I noticed that more and more so every day, these bitches are out here making absolutely no sense at all. And they're encouraged to not make any sense. And it's not just societal, as a lot of these women will say, well, it's society. It's society. It is maybe partly that, but a lot of it is driven by their friends who never correct them. And women seem to not learn as well from their mistakes as men do. And also older men like to teach younger men the ways on how to become a man, on things that work, things that don't. And it seems like older women tend to not do the same for younger women. Let's get into these videos.
So I think
you
that's
have
what
sex
we're
with in
trying to,
general.
or who you have sex with or bust it open for in general.
But I will
Because
say, as a man though, you need to be careful who you're
Yeah.
so wait, I know, but wait. So I always advocate that men need to have discipline.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, a man can just walk up and leave. So which means that regardless of whether you want to be a principled man or not, you don't have to be. You're doing that because it's morally right.
Yeah.
So, but for you as a woman, your consequences are stuck with you. You go through postnatal depression, your body changes, you're now stuck with a baby.
No, you have no consequence. If you don't want one, you can get an abortion.
Yeah.
And
If you get
It's not-
pregnant,
it's not as simple as that. I hate that argument.
If you get
I'm like,
pregnant,
oh,
no. If
come
you get
on.
pregnant, it's a choice. You made because
Two people had that choice though.
But I think-
because
I
it
think-
takes
Okay,
two
okay,
people
no,
in.
what happens
okay,
with
okay.
child?
Incorrect. Women have all the choice when it comes to birth control. They can use condoms. They can use spermicide. They can use the morning after pill. They can be on the birth control pill that even prevents pregnancy in the first place. They have abortion, and men don't have a say in abortion at all. If you decide to abort your kid, it's all your choice. If you decide to keep the child, that's also your choice, and maybe that's how it should be. But men have no say when it comes to a child coming into this world. But yet, I can't do a financial abortion if I get a chick pregnant, meaning I can't say, well, I don't want to take care of this kid anymore, so I shouldn't be financially responsible. And these bitches have all the choices, especially in the West, yet they still will sit here and complain about everything.
But
I have
what-
no
you-
power.
That's why I say you can never make a woman truly happy, so don't even try. Make yourself happy, and that will make them happy. Your happiness and you being a selfish prick ultimately is what they enjoy the most.
You have an IUD. You get an IUD. What % chance do you have of
That
getting
too,
pregnant?
I forgot about that.
And
one.
please don't
What,
bring
the-
up the
the
exception.
implant?
It's gonna irritate me.
What, the implant? You're talking
They
about?
always
An
bring up the
IUD.
exceptions.
If you,
An
if, an
IUD,
IUD.
yeah.
Yeah.
A coil.
No,
Whenever a
an
bitch is
IUD
losing
is-
an argument,
I don't wanna
she'll bring up
explain
the
science.
exceptions.
Yeah,
like
it's either
they
the
say-
coil
Oh,
or
but
the
this
implant.
exception.
That's the
Oh,
coil. That's
but
the
this
coil. What
exception.
they call it here.
Oh, but
yeah.
I'm an
That's
exception.
what I was like. what
Okay,
is
okay,
that?
okay. If you get a coil,
Yeah.
what % chance do you have of getting pregnant?
Oh, it's very
Basically
low.
zero.
Less than
0.7.
1%. So if you
Yeah.
choose to sleep with men that would be poor fathers, like that was a choice. Okay,
Yeah.
so you made that first choice, and then let's say you do that and you get pregnant.
Yeah.
You can get an abortion.
But I'm talking about, what about the man that decided to have sex with a woman without a condom? Does he not?
Did you not allow him to have sex with you? Ultimately, women are the gatekeepers of sex. We're the gatekeepers of relationships. We decide if a woman's going to get a ring or a commitment or not, and women decide if men are going to get in between their legs or not.
Not have any responsibility to the child? that-
Where were these women's fathers? I shouldn't be trying to teach these bitches this shit. Where were the fathers?
comes
She
forward.
might have said she was
Oh yeah, they got kicked out by the mother because of this system that we have that encourages divorce and encourages women to leave, encourages the woman to kick the man out of the house.
What I'm saying
is the woman is in charge of
And this
birth.
is a product.
Yeah.
Of that
So
nonsense.
if a woman gets pregnant, she gets to decide if she gives birth. If I get pregnant
Facts.
with a guy
Yeah.
and I don't want to have the kid and he's begging me not to get an abortion, he has
Facts.
no say.
Facts.
Yes.
I have
Yeah.
no
So
say.
what I'm saying, because
None.
of that, women are in charge of birth.
Facts.
But before
They-
that,
But
She
the
doesn't
point
wanna
that
hear
I was
But
making
the point
was
I was
that-
trying to make was, but nonsense, blah blah blah, bullshit, blah blah blah. Man, Pearl is so base. Shout out to Pearl. Everybody go follow just Pearly Things, man. She's spitting facts, bro. She's a based ass female.
choice that they have
hard to find
is not
these
as
days.
simple as I'm just going to have an abortion because that's their body.
Okay, but I'm
It's
saying,
not that
but
simple
it
because
wasn't.
there are mental ramifications for doing that.
I agree.
Physical ramifications. So she may just be like, I can't.
Yeah, like there's no mental ramifications for a guy for paying for a kid that he didn't want for the rest of his life, losing his assets and possibly his source of income, because they'll garnish your wages nowadays, especially in Canada. They'll just take it straight out of your bank account if you're not paying your child support. That's not traumatic at all. You end up being homeless so that this bitch can go get her nails done. That's not traumatic. But what she has to go through is traumatic. See, nobody gives a fuck about a man's feelings in a relationship these days. It's all about these women and how I feel and my trauma and blah blah blah. Nobody gives a fuck about how a man thinks or feels.
do it
But,
to
but
myself.
what I'm saying is it's a layer of choices. So the girl could get an IUD.
And we don't
She
complain
could
like
also
And
be
not
on the
everybody can take
listen. So she could also
contraceptions.
wait.
Oh, always again bringing up the exceptions. Oh, but there's an exception. Oh, da 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 da. Not all women can take IUDs. All women, but most women can, bitch.
So she could
Shut
get
the
an
fuck
IUD.
up. They
She
always
could
bring
also
up
be on the
exceptions when they're
pill.
losing.
She could also get a plan.
Oh, but some women can't be on the pill. But some women, but 0.1%. These bitches are so fucking dumb, man. They can't just say, okay, you know what? You make a good point. You know what? I'll concede. A bitch will never say that. It's so hard to get a bitch to admit that she's wrong.
B. She could also require that the men she sleeps with wear a condom.
yeah, exactly.
And
should we not be doing
she
that?
and if that doesn't work out, she can get an abortion. So there are
Yes.
5 layers that she can pick where the men only have one, and the condom can get stolen or it can break.
Yeah.
So the women
And if a bitch steals your condom from the toilet, like what happened to Drake, and he put hot sauce in it, good for Drake. She can do that, and that's legal. She can steal your sperm and impregnate herself. There's no law against it, and you're still on the hook for child support. Where's the justice in that? But they don't care about that shit.
women have 5 layers of protection. The men have 1. Therefore, there is more responsibility on the women if you get pregnant. That was a choice, and it
The word responsibility is like kryptonite to a woman.
wasn't just one choice. It was 5 choices.
But also, women will have a lot of girls will have sex with a man who they know doesn't want to be a dad and
Yeah,
still
they
keep a
will.
child,
If
which
you're
is
high
fair
value.
enough
Because they know
Do
they're
that
gonna
if you
get
want.
money, bro.
But if you
Exactly,
don't want to
exactly.
be a dad, should you not be
But-
like, I'm going to wear a condom?
But this is what I'm saying. But this
Yeah.
is
That's
what
why
I'm
you
saying.
just said it was fair
Those
enough.
choices that you just listed.
But that's why I said it's fair
all
enough,
of them
because-
have really hormonal effects on a woman.
Condom.
And a condom doesn't. So for the man to just put on a condom,
coil
if he
doesn't.
doesn't,
The coil
You're
doesn't.
100% right, but I know a lot of girls that say,
The
"Oh, I
copper
don't like
That's
when
fine.
men wear
Okay,
condoms."
actually, I have a question for the men. What percentage of girls make you wear condoms?
I make myself wear them.
Okay, but if
You
it
know
wasn't
them.
if it wasn't up to
Yeah.
you, let's say
but a lot
let's
of
say-
women-
Okay, no, let's say it was 100% up to the woman. Okay.
These
What
days,
percent
for
of
me,
women make you
none.
wear condoms?
I'm gonna be real,
None.
yeah.
I'm
Most
gonna
of
be
them,
honest.
like,
Not
they don't
one.
say nothing to me. Like, I just draw for it. They don't say nothing to me. They're happy to
So-
just do whatever. Like,
so
I'm
they'll
real.
do whatever you
And most of these females, they like the skin-on-skin contact.
say. What percent of
Just
girls?
like men do. It feels better without it.
I don't know, to be honest.
You don't-
I wouldn't say. I don't think.
This guy's not chopping. No,
as
no.
as a man
You're
of
not
God,
chopping,
you know, I can't be doing these things as a man of God. But I think the numbers maybe what 20%.
20% of girls make
If
you
I
wear.
was on the streets, but I'm
If
a man
you're
of God,
okay. Hypothetically, okay. What about you guys?
10.
10%.
I would say 5.
5?
Yeah, bro. You know that,
Ish,
bro.
ish,
I'd say it's about.
ish. Oh, wait, 10%.
I say it's about
Girls
1%.
will say,
Okay,
I
okay.
need you to wear a
Yeah,
condom.
so the
okay.
highest percentage we have right here is
20.
20. And these are 5 guys.
That's 1 in
okay?
5.
Yeah, that's not a high number.
So should they not be taking accountability for if they're going to reproduce? I'm
this
saying
is-
you
but
should.
this is
take
more-
But the whole
But you females should be more careful because y'all are the ones who get pregnant. We don't. But these bitches have been taught that you don't have to be accountable. You don't have to be responsible. And especially with the presence of a welfare system that will take care of them regardless of their bad choices, they don't have an incentive to make good choices anymore. So they just fucking make bad choices and then justify them like this female is.
whole point,
I wouldn't be surprised if she was a single mom herself.
point is that a man can make a choice, okay? He could be super careful like Drake was, and he could still get the condom stolen. I'm saying women
Exactly,
have 5
bro.
layers of
She
choices
read
they
my
can
mind.
make.
This is the first
And
time
the
I'm
point
watching
is that
this
women
video.
don't face consequences for bad decisions.
They don't.
For example, they can steal the condom, and that's not illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah, if you put a hole in a
Exactly.
condom, you're going to prison.
Yeah.
It's stealthing, innit? Or something.
Yeah.
Yo,
There's whole
Pearl is
Reddit
based as
threads of
fuck.
girls trying to get
Everybody
pregnant
follow
by their
her channel
boyfriends.
right now.
Yeah.
And so, if we go back to
I
the
know girls who did it. I know
homosexual,
happened
if we
to my
go back
friend.
to the homosexual, like how many of that is taking place? 2, you actually just looking after your penis and putting on a condom if you do not want.
Okay,
to
but what if she pokes holes in the condom?
It's
And
not
what?
illegal.
But also, there's
That's on
certain
her.
women that
They
said
can
to
do
me,
that. They can do
there's
that.
certain girls
There's
that
no
said to me
legal
they don't like condoms.
repercussions.
They're not like,
But
boom.
that-
But
that's
I,
on her.
if I
Guys,
didn't
I like
want to
her.
have a child with her, then I would be like, I am not sleeping with you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you should
Right.
be taking.
That's a woman
control.
talking.
But that's not how most bitches think, man. Most of these bitches, they just, especially when they're young, they fuck the guys that they find attractive. They don't care about much. It's just, are you attractive? Yes, boom. Okay, now oops, now I'm pregnant. And it's just stupidity out here in the West, man. It's just and like I said, because the system takes care of them, regardless of their poor choices, they just keep doing it. And we have generational welfare queens now who grandma was on the fucking dole, mother's on the dole, and now this female is on the dole. Like, it's a generational thing, man.
Right.
They're doing it over and over.
But
Like,
That's
you
a woman
should be
talking. A man is
taking
chopping
control
fucking
of
Yeah.
your
Guys,
penis
guys,
and if you're
hold
going
up.
to be a father.
Hold
or
up,
not.
guys. Paul, go on.
No, but I'm saying, so if we have 5 layers of account, how can you not say it's more on the women when I just listed
Because
5
they don't
layers
wanna
of
be- but
accountability?
women don't
the
like
man can do one,
accountability.
it could break, right?
It's-
And then
it's
he has
not
no control.
Accountability is not a feminine trait. Women are not accountable at all. They're not responsible. Like, that's why it's so hard for them to admit their fault. Like, a man will be like, okay, yeah, dude, sorry, my bad, man. You know what? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Da, da, da. Bitch, be like, no, but and I don't know, and you don't know how I feel, and you da, 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 da. And that's because we think differently. Men and women think differently. And responsibility and accountability, those are masculine traits.
Control over anything.
Yeah, and then it would
So-
go on to the woman.
Right,
Yes.
but I'm saying it's how can you not say it's more on the women when I just listed 5 different ways?
I didn't go into more on. I said it's both people have a responsibility when you're having sex.
Yeah.
That after this, if a pregnancy occurs and a baby comes along, that you are accountable for bringing up that child.
I would say it's like 80-90% on the woman because she has 5
is.
layers of accountability.
It
The
is.
dude has
Well,
1.
the way
it
and
goes
we
on the
and
woman
we
anyway.
control access to sex. Men control access to relationships.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
We get to pick who goes inside of us. So if you're
Pearl
not
is
picking good
based.
men, like I don't feel bad for you if you end up a single mom.
Fact.
But then that could be the same for the guy, though. So if you're left with a baby mother that is now taking all of your money, should you not have been accountable for not busting
why
her
it's
out
not
and
fair.
having a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this because of this system that we have that they take your money anyways, and if the baby daddy's a bum, the government will pay it from the taxpayer's pocket. This is why society is so rotten now, because back before this whole fake welfare system, which is actually a societal construct. You liberals like to talk about societal constructs. The welfare system is a societal construct. Before this fake societal construct we had, families were better because women knew that they had to make good choices with men. Women would be like, okay, if I'm going to give this guy pussy, I could get pregnant, I could end up with a kid, and I need to make sure that this guy's a good man and he's going to take care of me and the kid. But now, since that responsibility element is removed because the consequences are removed, even if the guy doesn't stick around, the system will still pay this bitch. They don't fucking care anymore, bro. They're having multiple kids with multiple baby daddies, and these are low-class women I'm talking about. And these are the ones whose kids end up in prison or stabbing you for your wallet or steal your car or your bike. And this is what's ruining society. But again, I don't think anybody could break it through this female's head, because If you look at her face, she's fucking clueless, bro. Like most of these women are.
I do feel bad for them because I don't think that's fair. I think you should face the consequences of your actions.
should. And that's what I was
Most
saying.
men want to take care of their kids.
But also
Consequences
the problem
have been removed.
with your stance is the fact that even if I want the child, I can't keep it.
The consequences for bad actions have been removed, and whatever you incentivize, you get more of. We're incentivizing single mothers right now. We're literally, as a taxpayer, I'm paying for some single mom right now. We're incentivizing this behavior, and whatever you incentivize more of, whatever you put money towards, you see more of it.
If I don't want
Basic
it, I can't opt out of paying for it.
Yeah.
And so either way,
You lose.
Yeah,
I'm
because the child was.
Because
because
the equal level of accountability would be, if women control access to sex, it'd be like, if you get pregnant, it's your fault. The equal accountability for a man would be, if you pick the wrong woman and she does a madness, you have to take accountability that you picked the wrong one. And many people do like, finesse a nigga and then, can I say that on here? Finesse a nigga, take the bag and then run off. Like, women are celebrated for doing that.
Done.
Big facts.
Yeah, women do it all the time. But if a fucking man does it, it becomes a documentary on Netflix. And I'm referring to the Tinder swindler. Some fucking guy, who I think is a weasel, he's a piece of shit. He got away with scamming some women and it became worldwide news. But that shit happens to dudes all the time and nobody gives a fuck.
I'm saying.
You think women are celebrating?
Cardi
Well,
B.
I don't.
I don't think
about
it's,
seeing girls are up.
But here's the thing. I don't think it's equal because men face consequences. Women don't.
Nope.
They don't, because the
They don't.
consequences would be having to raise their child on your own. But most
Yeah.
of the time, they're getting financial
Yeah.
help, and that's what she's saying. They're still, like my man said about the glass ceiling, and then do you know what I mean?
And they're getting financial help, and they're getting all the scholarships, and there's basically affirmative action in all these corporations to hire women, especially for higher up board positions. But they're still gonna sit and complain. Oh, we're not equal. Blah blah blah. Give me because I exist. Oh, it's never my fault. Da 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 da. So, yeah, you can't keep. It's very difficult to make a female admit her fault because, like I said, accountability and responsibility, those are masculine traits. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.